All right. So, Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons, two franchise players, supposedly, did not show up yesterday. As I discussed in my video that I later removed, you cannot be a franchise player and only score 5 points in a game, Ben Simmons. And we've had this discussion about Ben Simmons before. And the last time Ben Simmons responded, he in the Brooklyn series. But he's really not been contributing scoring the basketball in this series. He's averaging 10 points a game. Still, I will say, Ben, 5 points is unacceptable. Ben Simmons, without a jump shot, should be capable, with his skill set, he's good enough of a basketball player to give you 10 points, 12 points, 15 points a game. He should be able to. Ben Simmons, he had problems finishing around the rim in yesterday's game. Joel Embiid, the self-proclaimed most unstoppable player in the league. The guy that is compared to Hakeem Olajuwon didn't show up. 8 points. And it's just really a bad look for Embiid to come out after the game and tell people how sick he was and how he texted Brett Brown at 6 a.m. and said, I don't know if I'm going to play. That's a bad look. Dogs don't do that. Dogs don't say, hey, coach, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable from your franchise player. That's a red flag. That is the furthest thing from being a good sign as you can get. So here's the deal. That's in the past now. That was yesterday. It's over. Game's over. We took one on the chin. Series is tied at 2-2. We go back to Toronto tomorrow night. Game starts at 8 o'clock Eastern. Here's the deal, guys. Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. That was the worst performance probably of both of your guys' career. In a game together. I mean, there's been games where, Ben Simmons shined and Joel Embiid didn't so much. And there's been games where Ben Simmons was nowhere to be found and Joel Embiid was a monster. There's been games like that. But as a duo, together, that was their worst performance I think I've ever seen together. And to make it even worse, it was at home in a playoff game. Huge atmosphere for all these fans, and that's what they paid for. They paid a lot of money for that. So here's the deal, guys. You got a chance to make up for it. This is the biggest game of your life. Game 5 is the biggest game of Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid's lives. I trust Jimmy Butler. Tobias Harris is a good player. But let's be honest, he's just a guy. So it's more important that these two guys step up to the plate than Tobias Harris. Tobias, he'll hit a couple shots. He'll hit some shots when he needs to, even though he really couldn't buy a bucket worth of shit yesterday. But I still don't put the same amount of pressure on Tobias as I do Ben and Joel. So here's the deal, guys. Do you guys really want to be the next Kareem and Magic? Do you? Do you? Or do you want to be the new version of Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan? Because if you come out and score 8 points and 5 points with a trip to the Eastern Conference Finals on the line, that's what you're going to be. That's what people are going to remember you as. So you have a chance to go up there, be pissed off about that game. Game got away from us in the fourth. Shot 4 from 19 in the fourth quarter. Can't win like that. Joel Embiid missed at the free throw line. He missed clutch layup that he normally makes. Ben Simmons didn't do much of anything at all. The whole game. Can't win that way. We need Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid if you want to go to the finals. Do you want to go to the finals? Or do you just want to be another team? And do you want all those risky moves that we made to be all for nothing? It's up to you guys. Do you want to be Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid? Do you want to be DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry?
Damn, you should have never doubted me. The pain and the struggle followed me. My daddy never been that bothered me. And these cold streets made a man of me. Knew a time